Well, I'm here for the Smackdown review, and it's not like I really missed much. We start off with Miz TV. This is a boring fucking segment. The Miz is supposed to carry the Big Show, Kofi Kingston, and Sheamus, all guys who can't fucking talk. Just a really boring ass segment with some shitty attempts at humor. I wasn't laughing. Then you got Darren Young defeating Sin Cara. What the fuck? I thought Sin Cara was up here and Darren Young was like all the way fucking down here at the floor. Apparently not. Then then it's time for the faces to get their heat back because you got Rey Mysterio defeating Titus O'Neil. An even shittier match. I don't even know what the fuck they're doing here. The primetime players are just as boring and drab as it gets. The announcers have to keep on saying that these guys got charisma. They ain't got a shred of it. Besides a shitty little fucking dance routine, there's nothing really doing with them. Then we get some really big failed attempt at humor backstage with David Otunga. He spits coffee out on Natalya because he's surprised to hear that he's got to face Khali tonight. Then he says to Natalya that, you know, having the coffee on her is an improvement. She slaps him, spits more coffee out onto Teddy Long. Teddy Long is looking at him like he's constipated. I don't know. This is supposed to be funny. Maybe for your PG defenders out there, your PG motherfuckers, you think that this shit is entertaining. It's not at all. It's just fucking childish and stupid. Spitting coffee out, spitting jokes. What are we in the 1940s with the Marx Brothers? What kind of fucking shit is this? You ain't gonna get anybody over the age of fucking 10 to laugh at this shit. And even 10-year-olds who are, you know, probably are fucking already watching fucking porn already and other mature ass comedy ain't gonna find this shit funny. Nobody's gonna find this funny except for motherfucking 2-year-olds. It's fucking ridiculous. Then you get, it's time for Wade Barrett and Randy Orton. All the matches between these guys have sucked. You know, they were having decent matches at the beginning of the year. Remember that? Where they had where Wade Barrett gave Orton a concussion or something. It was pretty brutal. But now it's gotten really, really PG, and this match was just fucking boring. I mean, holy shit, what a fucking boring ass fucking match this was. Some interference from Del Rio and Ricardo, and Wade Barrett gets the win with a shitty roll-up. What a fucking disastrous match. I mean, this match was really bad. It just looked bad. It was boring. The pace was slow. I was fucking falling asleep. Then we get a backstage brawl between Del Rio and Orton. Orton throws hot coffee on Ricardo. Somehow Ricardo doesn't have third-degree burns from this. And somehow Orton is not arrested for throwing scalding hot coffee on a fucking man right here. I mean, what the fuck is this? Then he backdrops Del Rio through a table backstage. So, you know, it was okay little brawl. Then the way they ended is this was pretty violent, so it was kind of cool to see that. You know, no blood or anything, God forbid. But then Matt Striker in the middle of all this. And by the way, everybody's just standing around backstage. They don't even seem surprised by the brawl. Hey, great acting there, guys. You got Matt Striker. He's coming for an interview with Orton. I've never seen this before. You know, try to interview the guy while he's all fired up. I've never seen this before. This is almost like after Stone Cold got hit by a car. You know, that would be like to stick a microphone in his face and ask him, hey, Stone Cold, how do you feel getting hit by that car? I mean, it's just not the right time to do a fucking interview, Matt. Then the Orton takes his head and he slams it into a cake. I'm guessing this was supposed to be funny. What kind of fucking humor are they going for here? This is humor for fucking 3-year-olds. Unless you're in fucking kindergarten, you know, a cake to the face. This is the Doink the Clown humor that should have stayed in 1995. Cake in the face. fucking shitty ass humor. I got a feeling that they're gonna like do a Matt Striker heel turn pretty soon because, you know, he's been getting beat up by the wrestlers as of late. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I've really been looking forward to a Matt Striker return. This is what everybody's been waiting for. Then you finally get the return that everybody's been waiting for. Big return here. Great Khali versus David Otunga. He loses in the minute to a fucking chop to the head. He came out to no reaction. Then all of a sudden you hear cheers, the most generic sounding cheers. Yeah, they filled they did the typical audio filler type of thing that they've been doing, that fucking sham. I mean, I don't know. You know, Khali's only got a couple of more years on him before he dies from gigantism. So, you know, I don't even fucking see the point of this, making this guy go out there, freak show. Nobody's fucking into this already. I hear that they're planning to repackage Otunga. I read that over on No DQ. I don't know what they're going to repackage him as. Does anybody fucking care? Is there any Otunga fans out there? Probably not. I know I'm not one. Then you got R-Truth defeating Justin Gabriel. I don't know what the fuck this was doing here. There wasn't even like any fucking wrestling in this match. They're fucking dancing around. I had to stop the fucking video on YouTube. I had to check the title of the video. I thought I accidentally clicked on a video from Saturday Morning Slam. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? A couple of goofballs dancing. This is usually shit they show on Saturday Morning Slam. But you can see that some of that content is slowly creeping into SmackDown. You know, all this was like Gabriel like jumping and R-Truth avoiding it. Like, I don't know, this was like some cheap ass like parkour type of exercise or something. Like, this was like some fucking Zumba class or fucking yoga class or something. It wasn't a fucking wrestling match. They tried to be unique by putting two baby faces in here. I mean, like, I don't even know like what this was for. This wasn't even for like a number one contendership or anything like that. Yeah, number one contendership for fucking Jobber, the Jobber title. Maybe this was for Zack Ryder's title, the Internet Championship or something, except it wasn't on the Internet. You know, I don't know what the fuck this was supposed to be, but what the fuck was it doing on SmackDown? Throwing this shit on fucking Superstars or something. What is it doing on SmackDown, for God's sakes? Worse booking than Impact. Then you get our big main event. It's Big Show and The Miz, and they defeat Sheamus and fucking Kofi. This was just a boring ass match. The Big Show goes for like some mat wrestling. Just fucking boring. And then the finish was like as phony as it gets. The Miz goes for the pin on Kofi after a punch from Big Show, and Sheamus turns his back and argues with Show on the outside, pretending like he can't see it. Even though he saw the finish happen, instead he'd rather go yell at Big Show on the outside. Fucking, like, this shit just looks faker, more phony, and just gets more boring by the week. I mean, this show, I mean, I enjoyed Impact. I know I said Impact sucked, but at least I got a kick out of Impact. I mean, at least I was laughing at Jeff Hardy. I was making fun of Christian York all roided up. You know, I was having a good time. You know, at least I was over at my dad's house and I was joking around with my stepbrother, making fun of fucking people on the show. I mean, you know, instead I'm watching this show, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm watching this at fucking 2 a.m. yesterday, last night, and I'm watching it fucking by myself, and I'm like saying this ain't even fucking funny or anything like that. Fucking just ridiculously bad. I mean, God, I can't, if Lynn McMahon wins the Senate, which she probably isn't, and doesn't look like she is, I mean, but if she does, somehow, by the grace of God, I don't even fucking know what I'm gonna do with this fucking product. I mean, this was a fucking shitty ass show. This is like as shitty as it fucking gets. You got fucking Saturday Morning Slam quality shit on here. This is just garbage.